Want to learn a lot of fun facts in just 1 hour? Well, this video's for you. Don't forget to subscribe to Zarpado as we get started. In Haro, Spain, the wine battle turns thousands of people dressed in white into red wine warriors, throwing liters of wine at each other in a unique and vibrant celebration. The Mannequin Peas in Brussels, Belgium, is an iconic bronze statue of a boy urinating in a fountain, reflecting the Belgian sense of humor and irreverent spirit. Do you have a good mustache or beard? Then you could participate in the World Beard and Mustache Championship, where awards are given for the most creative styles. The Terrafugia Transition is an innovative vehicle that combines a car with a light aircraft, revolutionizing personal mobility. In less than a minute, it can transform from a car to an airplane, providing a unique travel experience for two people. In Thailand and other parts of Asia, polo is played with elephants instead of horses, a unique version of the sport. These imposing animals are specially trained to participate, riding in adapted saddles while riders guide the game from their backs. Mumbai's railway station, one of the most iconic and busiest in the world, handles more than 3,000 trains a day and receives between 700,000 and 1 million passengers daily, making it a constant hive of activity. Polish Dragon Boat Racing is a unique competition in Poland where two teams spin on opposite paths in the same boat, battling to cross the center line first. Hugh Hefner, the founder of Playboy, had several famous girlfriends throughout his life at the Playboy Mansion, including Holly Madison, who was with him from 2001 to 2008. Their relationship was a media phenomenon, featuring on the reality show The Girls Next Door. The Strati is a milestone in the automotive industry, as it is the first car manufactured primarily using 3D printing. Created by Local Motors, this innovative vehicle marks a significant advance in car production using emerging technologies. Jon Rahm, the Spanish golfer, achieved an incredible hole-in-one during training at the Masters in Augusta, a moment that highlighted his golfing prowess and precision. This achievement was marked as one of the most memorable moments of his career. At 64, Diana Niad made history by becoming the first person to swim from Cuba to Florida without a shark cage. Covering 110 miles and spending more than 53 hours in the water, she braved storms and strong currents, an achievement that inspired her to write Find a Way. Do you know the transgender fish? The kobudai, found between Africa and Asia, has an incredible ability. Females can change gender when the dominant male dies. This phenomenon ensures the survival of the species. In Vietnam, the Dragon Bridge not only connects cities, but also offers a unique spectacle. On weekends, the bridge's dragon spits fire and water, turning the crossing into a fascinating attraction for tourists. Alex Segura achieved a world record by holding his breath underwater for over 24 minutes, challenging the limits of his body and mind. His secret is not only physical training, but also astonishing mental control. At the El Diablo restaurant in Spain, they cook with the heat of an active volcano, transforming lava into a natural grill. Located in Timanfaya, it offers a unique gastronomic experience amidst volcanic landscapes. Meet Deep Blue, the largest great white shark ever seen, measuring over 23 feet and bearing scars that tell its story. Discovered in 1990, it's now nearly 60 years old. The Carton King Creativity Park in Taiwan is a park and restaurant where everything, from furniture to decor, is made of cardboard. Visitors enjoy incredible interactive structures that demonstrate the versatility of this material. Do you know the Owl Man? Martin Joe Lorello captivated audiences with his incredible ability to turn his head 180 degrees, becoming a circus legend. The Canadian passport looks ordinary under white light, but glows with colorful illustrations and iconic symbols like maple leaves when exposed to ultraviolet light. A design that is not only artistic, but also prevents counterfeiting. After retiring from football, George Weah became president of Liberia in 2018 after winning the 2017 presidential election. His political career began in 2005 when he ran for senator and culminated in his victory in the runoff election. On Hell's Kitchen, contestants receive psychological support to deal with harsh criticism from Gordon Ramsay, one of the most famous chefs. The production team takes care of their mental health after the show, an essential but little-known aspect of the program. See-through toilets exist in Japan, a unique experience that challenges privacy, but promises to be a curious attraction for adventurers. In Southeast Asia, especially in China and Vietnam, wine is made from poisonous snakes by placing a snake in a bottle of rice liquor. The ethanol is believed to neutralize toxins, creating an exotic drink with supposed benefits. Meet the Cugnot steam trolley, created in 1769 by Nicolas Joseph Cugnot, the first steam-powered vehicle. This revolutionary tricycle, which used a steam engine for propulsion, is now on display at the Musée des Arts et Métiers in Paris. A bottle of the Macallan Adami 1926, the world's most valuable whiskey, will be auctioned by Sotheby's with an estimate of between $910,000 and $1.5 million. This sale could break the record for the most expensive bottle of wine and spirits. The Imagine Peace Tower, located on Vide Island near Reykjavik, Iceland, is a work of art created by Yoko Ono in honor of John Lennon. Inaugurated on October 9, 2007, it symbolizes world peace and is illuminated every year from his birthday. Yingluck Shinawatra made history by becoming Thailand's first female prime minister on August 5, 2011. She came to power after leading the Phayut Thai party in the general elections that year. Annapurna, in the Nepalese Himalayas, is the deadliest mountain for climbers, with a 34% fatality rate. Despite being the 10th highest in the world at 26,545 feet, its south face poses an extreme challenge, an Olympic record. In Japan, beetle wrestling is a popular pastime. During the summer, rhinoceros beetles are used, where owners place them on logs to wrestle. The winner is the first beetle to knock the other down, while humans cheer on their fighters. At the Paper Balloon Festival in Myanmar, giant balloons decorated with lights and designs are created and released into the air to release negative energies. This tradition symbolizes purification and spiritual rebirth. Kayatur Falls in Guyana is famous for its enormous flow of water, making it one of the most powerful waterfalls in the world. Its fall creates a mist visible for miles and a roar that can be heard far away. The goblin shark is known for its protractile jaw, which allows it to extend forward to catch prey from a great distance. With its long, sharp teeth, this shark captures its victims incredibly efficiently. Did you know that there are 3 curious conditions to be Miss Universe? Contestants must be between 18 and 28 years old, single, and have no children. In Norway, the Pulpit Rock Viewpoint, or Preikestolen, is an incredible flat rock platform located more than 1,970 feet above the Lysefjord, offering breathtaking panoramic views. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, is known for his austere lifestyle and his dedication to yoga. He gets up early every day to practice this discipline, promoting its benefits both in India and globally. Gardens by the Bay in Singapore is a futuristic park famous for its super trees, tree-like structures that glow at night. Reaching heights of up to 164 feet, these impressive creations have become an iconic symbol of the city. Armi Kusela of Finland made history by becoming the first Miss Universe in 1952, dazzling the world with her beauty and elegance. After her reign, she surprised everyone by renouncing the title to marry Filipino businessman Virgilio Hilario. The Karen Blixen Museum in Kenya, the former home of the author of My Africa, has been converted into a museum celebrating her life and work. Visitors can tour the rooms where Blixen lived and admire personal objects that tell her story in Africa. The Santa Justa elevator in Lisbon, designed by a disciple of Gustav Eiffel, is an iconic wrought iron elevator that connects the Baixa and Chiado neighborhoods, serving as both a practical and stunning work of art. The pangolin, a mammal covered in keratin scales, has a unique defense. When threatened, it curls into a ball, protecting itself with its sharp scales. The Palvi Liberty is an innovative vehicle that combines the functions of a car and a helicopter. In minutes, it can be transformed into a vertical takeoff aircraft thanks to an ingenious mechanism that folds the wings and deploys the propellers, revolutionizing personal mobility. The Amazon is home to the world's smallest poison dart frog, the Dendrobatidae. Although its size is tiny, its venom is so potent that it can be fatal to humans. Imran Khan, before becoming Prime Minister of Pakistan, was an international cricket star, particularly notable in the 1992 World Cup. His success in the sport catapulted him into politics, where he became the country's leader from 2018 until 2022. Every year, Mongolia celebrates the Nadam Festival, one of its most important holidays, featuring 3 traditional sports: wrestling, archery, and horse racing. Mongolian wrestling is the most iconic, with wrestlers dressed in traditional costumes called zodog and shudag, and the objective is to make the opponent touch the ground. The Chanel logo features 2 intertwined C's, the initials of founder Coco Chanel. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson met in 1985 while filming Volunteers and married the following year. Since then, they have maintained one of the strongest and most admired relationships in Hollywood, collaborating on several projects and sharing their love in public. Brand Spencer's brick sculpture appears to show someone trapped inside, but it's an ingenious piece of art. Using raw clay bricks, Spencer shapes and heats them to create stunning works that defy the laws of physics. The lungfish can breathe air, allowing it to survive in low oxygen waters and during droughts. This incredible adaptation gives it a unique advantage in extreme environments. QX Comate in Puebla, Mexico, is considered the world's smallest volcano, standing just 43 feet tall with a 26-foot crater. Although dormant since 1662, its interior houses a staircase that descends to a depth of 89 feet. The Chicago River is famous for having been artificially rerouted to improve navigability and prevent flooding in the city. Every year on St. Patrick's Day, the river turns green, becoming one of Chicago's most striking traditions. The PAO Facial Fitness, originally from Japan, is a device that promises to tone the face and improve its appearance. It consists of a weighted bar that is held in the mouth, and it is claimed that using it for just 30 seconds a day can help rejuvenate and tone the skin. Jose Mujica, known as the world's humblest president, surprised everyone with his austere lifestyle. During his term in office in Uruguay, he donated 90% of his salary to charity and lived in a modest home, foregoing luxuries and setting an example of ostentatious leadership. For Top Gun Maverick, an expensive U.S. Navy FA-18 Super Hornet was rented, costing over $11,000 per hour. Although incredible scenes were filmed, the actors weren't allowed to touch the controls, as the Air Force prohibited anyone other than the crew from doing so. Magnus Chevy, an Icelandic actor and European gymnast, played Sportacus in Lazy Town, performing all of his stunts thanks to his background in aerobics. Known in the 1990s as an advocate for a healthy lifestyle, his book inspired the creation of the series in 2004. The black squid jacket appears black, but it shimmers with vibrant colors when it reflects light, mimicking the squid's camouflage. Created with millions of glass nanospheres, it transforms each glimmer into a colorful spectacle. Vienna's Café Central, founded in 1876, is a cultural icon where brilliant minds like Sigmund Freud and Trotsky used to meet. Today, their statues adorn the site, commemorating their legacy at this historic café. The Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest, held every July 4th in Coney Island, challenges everyone to devour the most hot dogs in 10 minutes. Joey Chestnut shines as a legend, with a record of more than 70 devours. In Copenhagen, 36% of people pedal daily, thanks to its efficient public bike system, Bicyclen. With stations throughout the city, getting around on two wheels has never been so easy and eco-friendly. The pelican fish, with its enormous mouth that extends far beyond its body, has the astonishing ability to expand its mouth and stretch its stomach to devour large prey. Ashrita Furman, the man with the most Guinness World Records in history, has pushed the boundaries in more than 600 achievements, leaving a mark that is impossible to match. Among her feats is the record for grabbing the most eggs without breaking them. Meet dog sled racing on land, an exciting version of this winter sport. Teams of huskies, malamutes, and other powerful breeds race at full speed, guided precisely by their drivers. Born on July 5, 1996, at the Roslin Institute in Edinburgh, Dolly the sheep was the first mammal cloned from an adult cell. In Bessières, France, the Giant Omelette Festival is held every year, an event that attracts thousands of visitors. During the festivities, a gigantic omelet is prepared that can feed an entire crowd. Ganvier, the Venice of Africa, is a lake village in Benin, built on wooden stilts on Lake Nokoué. Its inhabitants depend on fishing and boating, using canals as main streets to travel between their homes and markets. Interestingly, George Clooney co-founded Casamigos, a tequila created with his friends Rhonda Gerber and Mike Meldman as a personal project. However, in 2017, the brand was sold for $1 billion to Diageo, a movie-worthy business. Setenil de las Bodegas, in Cádiz, Spain, is a unique village where houses are built inside rocks and natural caves. This unusual design provides natural insulation, keeping residents cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Giselle Bündchen, in addition to being a global supermodel, is an advocate for sustainability. She collaborated with the Brazilian brand Ipanema to create a line of eco-friendly sandals, reflecting her love for Brazil and her commitment to the environment. The National Spelling Bee in the United States, known as the Spelling Bee, has become a very popular national event. Over the years, it has evolved and now attracts the attention of millions of viewers. Rodenbach beer from Belgium is famous for its unique fermentation process, which distinguishes it from other beers. The use of red wheat in its production gives it an exceptionally fruity and slightly acidic flavor, making this beer one of the most iconic in the world. Japan's Fugaku supercomputer has redefined the future of computing with its astonishing ability to perform over 442 petaflops per second. This incredible machine is the fastest in the world and is designed to tackle complex challenges such as climate change and medicine. Tokyo is home to artificial islands such as Odaiba, an entertainment destination famous for its Diversity Tokyo Plaza shopping mall and its enormous life-size Gundam statue. It's also home to the innovative Team Lab Borderless Digital Museum, offering a unique and immersive experience for visitors. As First Lady, Michelle Obama left an indelible mark with her "Let's Move" campaign aimed at combating childhood obesity in the U.S. Her dynamic approach addressed children's health and well-being, promoting active living and healthy eating across the country. Clint Dempsey, in addition to being a prominent soccer player, dabbled in rap under the name Deuce. In 2006, he released his album The Deuce, where he blended his personal experiences and outlook on life with his unique rap style. Graceland, Elvis Presley's famous mansion in Memphis, Tennessee, became a cultural and tourist icon after being purchased by the singer in 1957 for $102,500. During the 1950s and 1960s, it was home to the Presley family and today attracts thousands of visitors each year. Gibraltar is home to a unique population of Barbary macaques, the only wild primates in Europe. These Gibraltar monkeys are one of the rock's main tourist attractions, the only ones of their kind on the continent. Evo Morales made history by becoming Bolivia's first indigenous president in 2006, a milestone that represented the vindication of the rights and identity of indigenous peoples, especially his Aymara community. Did you know that Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin in 1928 by accident? She observed that the fungus Penicillium notatum killed bacteria, leading to the discovery of a revolutionary antibiotic. Mary Barra made history in 2014 by becoming the first female CEO of an American automaker, taking the reins of General Motors at a pivotal moment for the automotive industry. The Willis Tower in Chicago, formerly known as the Sears Tower, was the world's tallest building from its completion in 1973 until 1998. In 2001, Pizza Hut took advertising to space, paying to place its logo on a Russian Proton rocket launched toward the International Space Station. Measuring 98 by 66 feet, the logo sparked controversy and global fascination, igniting debates about the ethics of advertising in space. Spreuerhofstrasse in Reutlingen, Germany, holds the title of the world's narrowest street, measuring just 12 inches at its widest point beneath Paris. The catacombs house the remains of millions of people, creating a mysterious subterranean labyrinth. Originally used for city construction, they were converted into a cemetery in the 18th century due to lack of space. The Pisco Sour is an icon of Peru, recognized as its national drink. Its classic recipe combines pisco, lemon, gum syrup, egg white, and Angostura bitters, creating a refreshing cocktail with a perfect balance of acidity, sweetness, and intensity. Bukchon Hanok Village in Seoul, South Korea, is a charming neighborhood famous for its traditional Hanok houses and offers a unique glimpse into life in Seoul before modernization. The Golden Raspberry Awards, or Razzies, are a playful parody of the Oscars, honoring the worst films, actors, and directors of the year. This quirky event highlights the film industry's lesser achievements. After hanging up his football gloves in 2019, Peter Cech, the legendary Chelsea goalkeeper, surprised the world by joining Guildford Phoenix, a second-tier ice hockey team in the United Kingdom, combining his love of the sport with a new adventure. René Higuita, the famous Colombian goalkeeper, invented the scorpion kick, a spectacular move in which he clears the ball with his feet while lunging forward. This maneuver became world famous in a friendly match against England in 1995. The relationship between Woody Allen and Soon-Yi Previn caused a stir due to their familial connection, as she was the adopted daughter of his ex-partner, Mia Farrow. The tarantula hawk wasp is known for having the most painful sting in the world, according to Justin Schmidt's insect pain scale. Although its sting can last for hours, it is not lethal to humans and only attacks in self-defense. Did you know that sardine-flavored ice cream exists in Japan? It's just one of many examples of surprising and bold Japanese culinary innovation. The Movile Cave in Romania is a unique ecosystem, isolated from the outside world for 5.5 million years. With an atmosphere rich in toxic gases, it harbors life forms that defy extreme conditions and is inaccessible to humans. The Edinburgh Fringe Festival, founded in 1947 as an alternative to the International Festival, is now the world's largest arts festival. Every August, the city bursts into creativity, with thousands of performances taking place everywhere. The BMW Gina Light Visionary Mode, introduced in 2008, revolutionized automotive design with its flexible textile body that changes shape according to the vehicle's needs. In October 2016, Spanish rapper Arcano achieved the Guinness World Record for rapping for 24 hours, 34 minutes, and 27 seconds non-stop. His extreme exertion left his vocal cords exhausted. Paul McCartney's marriage to Heather Mills ended in a costly divorce, with McCartney paying approximately $48.7 million. This became one of the most expensive divorces in celebrity history. In Nara Park, Japan, deer are considered messengers of the gods according to Shintoism. These friendly animals roam freely, interacting with tourists, who offer them food as part of a local tradition. The espresso martini is an energetic cocktail that fuses vodka and espresso, creating a perfect blend of flavor and style. With coffee liqueur and a touch of sugar, it is shaken with ice and served in a martini glass, topped with a layer of frothy cream. Alain Ducasse, the most awarded French chef, holds an impressive record of 21 Michelin stars, the most in history. With upscale restaurants in France, Monaco, and more, his Le Maurice Alain Ducasse establishment has an average price of €350 per meal. The Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race is one of the world's most challenging events, covering more than 1,000 miles through the unforgiving Alaskan landscape. Every March, participants face extreme temperatures, blizzards, and icy winds in this fierce dog sled competition. Henningsvær Stadium, located on Lofoten Island in Norway, offers spectacular views of the ocean and surrounding mountains. Without traditional stands, fans enjoy the game from an asphalt path that surrounds the field, making this stadium a unique venue. Mangayama Yaramati, 74, became the oldest mother to live after giving birth to twins in 2019 after undergoing in vitro fertilization. Her case is extremely rare, as pregnancies at that age are very risky, but she managed to carry the baby without complications. The Lord of the Rings. The Return of the King holds the record for the longest end credits in film history, with a surprising runtime of over 10 minutes, a testament to the effort and dedication behind this epic production. India surprised the world with its Mongolian mission to Mars in 2013, becoming the first country to successfully insert into Martian orbit on its first attempt. The most impressive thing was that it did so with a budget of just $450 million, much lower than that of other space agencies. The Peel P-50, manufactured on the Isle of Man in the 1960s, is the smallest car in the world, measuring just 137 centimeters long and 99 centimeters wide. Lisbon's historic trams, especially the iconic Tram 28, offer a unique experience through its oldest and most picturesque neighborhoods. After retiring from football, Fabien Barthez, the legendary French goalkeeper, made the leap into motorsports, participating in high-level competitions. One of his most notable adventures was the 24 Hours of Le Mans, the famous endurance race in France. The Pediphrine amoensis frog, native to Papua New Guinea, is the smallest vertebrate in the world, measuring just 7.7 millimeters. Discovered in 2009, it lives in the region's humid forests, hidden under leaf litter. Before joining Tom Brady, Gisele Bündchen was in a high-profile relationship with Leonardo DiCaprio, from 2000 to 2005, one of Hollywood's most talked about couples at the time. Aurora Station is the first commercial space hotel under construction, offering tourists a unique experience in orbit around Earth. With capacity for up to 6 people, guests can enjoy activities such as science experiments and stargazing during a 12-day stay. The Harbin Ice and Snow Festival, held since 1965, is famous for its impressive structures created only from ice and snow. It begins on January 5th in China and lasts a full month, culminating in a spectacular light show that illuminates the stunning sculptures. Treats and Pets Deli, an innovative restaurant in Germany, offers gourmet dishes designed to satisfy the palates of dogs and cats. Since its opening, it has become a popular place where pets enjoy a unique culinary experience, reflecting the growing focus on animal welfare. Ram Singh Chauhan, the man with the longest mustache in the world, boasts a mustache that stretches over 16 feet. He started growing it in 1970 and spends an hour a day cleaning and combing it, wrapping it around his neck due to its incredible length. Interestingly, before the Titanic sank, Morgan Robertson published a book called Futility, or The Wreck of the Titan, with striking similarities to the real disaster. In his story, an unsinkable ocean liner called the Titan suffers a fate almost identical to that of the Titanic. Cucumbers, 95% water, are one of the best allies for staying hydrated, in addition to being low in calories and refreshing. Perfect for hot days. During the Lunar New Year in China, people enjoy jiaozi, dumplings filled with meat and vegetables, shaped like gold ingots, symbolizing wealth and prosperity. This tradition, especially on the eve of the new year, is essential for starting the year with luck. Santa Cruz del Islote, the most densely populated island in the world, is located in Colombia, with 500 people living in just 0.004 square miles, a space the size of a soccer field. Despite its size, its inhabitants feel like a big family, sharing their lives in this small paradise. The zebrafish has an unusual sleep pattern, as it never experiences deep sleep like other species. Although it doesn't sleep in the same way, it does experience periods of rest during which it reduces its activity and response to stimuli, similar to sleep. In North Korea, the Red Star operating system replaces Windows and Mac on all computers, being mandatory by decree of Kim Jong-un. Developed in 2002, this software was created to meet the needs of the government, adapting the machines to its total control. The Indian giant squirrel can grow to over 3 feet in length, including its tail, and weigh up to 4.4 pounds. Compared to a common squirrel, which measures 22 inches and weighs between 0.55 and 0.75 pounds, it's truly gigantic. Mount Wingan in Australia has been burning for over 5,500 years, with a coal seam burning within. This ancient fire, whose origin is a mystery, turns the mountain into a post-apocalyptic landscape that attracts many tourists. The Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland amazes with over 40,000 hexagonal columns formed by lava that cooled 60 million years ago. This landscape, discovered in 1963, seems straight out of a mythological tale. Iceberg beer is a unique beer made with ice from Greenland glaciers, collected off the coast of Newfoundland. Its natural purity gives it an unparalleled flavor, blending tradition, creativity, and an icy touch of nature. The giraffe gazelle, with its long neck, reaches higher than other gazelles to feed, using its hind legs and extended neck. With large eyes and ears, it lives in the dry areas of the Horn of Africa and East Africa. The Black Stone in Mecca is a sacred object for Muslims, located at the eastern corner of the Kaaba, the holiest site in Islam. Worshippers believe this stone holds deep spiritual significance. In 1973, Vesna Vulović survived a 33,000-foot fall following a plane explosion over Czechoslovakia. Remarkably, she was the only survivor and holds the Guinness World Record for the longest fall without a parachute. The Sky Tower in Auckland, New Zealand, is the tallest structure in the Southern Hemisphere, at 328 meters tall. From its summit, it offers spectacular panoramic views of the city and its surroundings. Lalibela in Ethiopia is famous for its impressive churches carved from volcanic rock. Some of these structures, sculpted into large monoliths, appear to have been created by giants. Camanus, British Columbia, Canada, is famous for its stunning murals that decorate the walls of buildings throughout the town. The En Seoul Tower, located on Namsan Mountain in Seoul, is famous for its unique silhouette and its tradition of love locks. Couples from all over the world place these locks as a symbol of their eternal love, creating a romantic landscape around the tower. Small but deadly Trimeresurus snakes are known for their hemotoxic venom, which destroys red blood cells and damages organs. With vibrant colors like green, yellow, and red, they are easily recognizable and inhabit various regions of the Asian continent. Footballer George Best, famous for his talent and unrestrained lifestyle, once said, "I spent a lot of money on women, alcohol, and fast cars. The rest I wasted." His life, marked by excesses, ended on November 25, 2005, at the age of 59, after years of battling alcoholism. Ziad Faza, an Albanian linguist, is famous for speaking more than 50 languages, making him one of the world's most impressive polyglots. His proficiency ranges from English and French to rare languages like Georgian and Yiddish. The 88th butterfly, known for the patterns on its wings that form the number 88, can display other numbers such as 08, 80, 89, or 98 depending on the angle. Thanks to its unique design, it has been nicknamed the number butterfly. The pygmy marmoset, the world's smallest monkey, measures between 5.5 and 7 inches and weighs the same as an orange. Despite its tiny size, it can jump up to 16 feet high and lives in the Amazon basin in South America. The tower trike, weighing almost 11,000 pounds, looks like a monster truck, but is a street-legal motorcycle that can reach 84 miles per hour. Its creator, Jin Esto, dreams of even faster versions, challenging the limits of speed on 3 wheels. In 1975, twins Jim Lewis and Jim Springer reunited at age 39 and discovered they shared names, wives, and even children with the same name. A surprising coincidence that defied the odds. Tsukiji Market is famous for its vibrant bluefin tuna auction, where restaurateurs compete for the finest specimens. The auctioned tuna is highly valued for its exceptional flavor and freshness. Can you imagine bathing in the middle of the city? The Széchenyi Baths in Budapest are a huge hot springs complex in the heart of the city park, with outdoor pools surrounded by neo-Baroque architecture. This is the famous Gangnam district in Seoul, which dazzles with its modernity and luxury, achieving worldwide fame thanks to PSY's hit Gangnam Style. There are striking coincidences between U.S. Presidents Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. Both were assassinated on a Friday and succeeded by vice presidents named Johnson. Furthermore, President Lincoln was assassinated at Ford's Theater, and Kennedy was assassinated in a Lincoln car manufactured by Ford. The Stelvio Pass Road in the Italian Alps is famous for its 48 challenging curves, making it one of the most spectacular routes in the world. At an altitude of 9,045 feet, it offers breathtaking views and a unique experience. Did you know that Nintendo started selling cards? Founded in 1889 by Fusajiro Yamauchi, the company began as a Hanafuda card manufacturer in Kyoto, Japan, before becoming a video game giant in the 1970s. The Doberman, known for its loyalty and courage, was created by Carl Friedrich Louis Doberman, a German tax collector in the 1890s. A cross between several breeds, including the Rottweiler and the Pinscher, this dog was designed to be strong, fast, and protective. Lake Toba, located in Indonesia, is the world's largest volcanic lake, formed in the crater of a supervolcano. At its center is Samosir Island, which has its own lake, creating a stunning natural landscape. Asamoah Gyan, former Ghana striker, not only excelled in soccer but also in business with his airline, Baby Jet Airlines. Launched in 2017, the airline seeks to improve air connectivity in Ghana and West Africa, offering domestic and international flights. The mayfly has one of the shortest life cycles among insects, with some species living only a few hours as adults. This short lifespan is due to their sole function at that stage being reproduction. Meet New Kim, the most expensive racing pigeon in history, which sold for $1.5 million at auction. At just 2 years old, this female defied the norm, as males typically fetch the highest prices in the racing pigeon world. Awaji Island in Japan is famous for its onion production, and the entire city is adorned with this theme. From sculptures to festivals, onions are at the heart of the island's cultural identity. Vigilant Park in Oslo is a true artistic treasure, with more than 200 sculptures created by Gustav Vigeland. Among them is the Monolith, an imposing granite tower that rises majestically into the sky. Did you know that Louis Vuitton, known for its luxury, began making trunks? He revolutionized the market with his design of flat trunks, ideal for stacking and perfect for boat trips of the time. The famous Monte Carlo Casino in Monaco has a curious rule. It is prohibited for Monegasque citizens. To be considered tequila, the drink must be produced in Mexico and made exclusively with blue agave, which is grown primarily in Jalisco. These requirements ensure the authenticity and quality of this iconic beverage. Ramray Island in Myanmar was the scene of a dramatic event in 1945 when Japanese soldiers attempted to escape through mangroves infested with saltwater crocodiles. The presence of these giant reptiles and the extreme conditions led to high mortality among the troops. Champagne was discovered by accident in the 17th century by monks in the Champagne region of France. The secondary fermentation in the bottle, which they tried to avoid, created the bubbles that now define this famous, sparkling wine. In 1971, Coca-Cola launched the iconic Hilltop commercial, featuring young people from diverse cultures singing, "I'd like to buy the world a Coke." This campaign became a symbol of peace, and its jingle achieved worldwide fame. Did you know that Freddie Mercury designed Queen's iconic logo? He created it in 1973, before the release of his first album, demonstrating his incredible aesthetic judgment that catapulted him to stardom. HP, one of the world's largest technology companies, takes its name from the initials of its founders, Bill Hewlett and Dave Packard. The Toyota Mirai is a pioneer, being one of the first mass-produced cars to use hydrogen as fuel. Its operation generates only water as waste and no greenhouse gas emissions. George Washington, the first U.S. president, was unique in not being affiliated with any political party during his term. Andorra, a picturesque principality in the Pyrenees, is noted for having a 100% literacy rate, making it a model of education. In 16th century Venice, aristocratic women used chopines, raised platforms that could measure up to 50 centimeters in height. This accessory was not only elegant but also functional, helping to keep their garments away from the mud and water of the narrow Venetian streets. Switzerland is home to the Gotthard Base Tunnel, the longest in the world, with an impressive length of 35.5 miles. This engineering marvel connects the northern and southern Alps, revolutionizing rail transportation in Europe. Elvis Presley had a collection of extravagant cars, most notably a pink-painted 1956 Cadillac Eldorado. With a sleek design, panoramic windshields, and chrome details, this customized car reflected the King of Rock's unique style and personality. Shell's logo, a stylized shell, refers to the company's initial business, which began in 1891 as a London shop selling seashells and other collectibles. In Coober Pedy, Australia, extreme heat drove its inhabitants to live underground, creating an underground city with bars, bookstores, and churches. Since 1917, this mining refuge has braved the desert with life without sunlight. The green vine, the world's thinnest snake, measures up to 1.52 meters and is only 2 centimeters thick. Although its venom is not fatal, it can paralyze a finger for months, but it prefers calm to attack. The Inca tern, with its elegant white mustache, sails the coasts of Peru and Chile, hunting fish with precision. Astute, it takes advantage of escaping whales and sea lions to secure its feast. The Mexican chirinola, or walking cactus, moves slowly forward while its base dies and nurtures its offspring. This incredible adaptation makes it unique. The armadillo has a shell so tough that bullets have been recorded ricocheting off it. Although it is not invulnerable, its natural armor protects it from many dangers. Toads and frogs cannot swallow without closing their eyes, as blinking pushes food down their throats. Without teeth, this technique helps them devour prey whole with ease. The Glacier Express in Switzerland crosses the Alps at a leisurely pace, offering spectacular views of glaciers and valleys. A dream trip for nature lovers. In Sweden, the Jukkasjärvi Ice Hotel is rebuilt each winter with ice from the Torne River, creating a magical, ephemeral accommodation. Its suites, adorned with ice sculptures, offer a unique experience. The design changes each year, making each visit unique. The capybara, the world's largest rodent, is an expert swimmer thanks to its partially webbed feet. It lives in social groups and is generally friendly with other species. Andres Iniesta, in addition to being a football icon, has his own winery in his hometown of Fuentealbilla, Spain. Founded in 2010, Wave Rock, or Wave Rock in Western Australia, is a natural formation that resembles a giant wave about to break. Located in Haydn, it is one of Australia's most iconic geological wonders. Its unique appearance attracts thousands of tourists each year. The naked mole rat is a fascinating creature that lives in underground colonies, similar to termites, with queen casts, reproductive males, and workers. It is noted for its amazing resistance to cancer and its longevity, as it can live up to 30 years in captivity. In Scotland, Burns Night honors the poet Robert Burns and haggis, a traditional dish of lamb offal. The holiday is filled with poetry, whiskey, and, of course, a generous helping of haggis. A vibrant celebration that pays homage to Scotland's rich culture. Slovenia is home to the impressive Postojna Caves, a vast underground system stretching over 15 miles. Visitors can explore its magical stalactite and stalagmite formations aboard an underground railway. Meryl Streep and sculptor Don Gummer have maintained one of Hollywood's most stable and private relationships since their marriage in 1978. Together, they have 4 children, and although their family life is strong, they are rarely seen in public. The Bugatti. Type 64, designed in 1939 by Jean Bugatti, was the first car to feature the famous gull-wing doors. Known as papillon doors in France, this model was created to succeed the iconic Type 57. Paisley Park in Chanhassen, Minnesota, was Prince's residence and recording studio, becoming the heart of his musical creativity. After his death in 2016, the complex was preserved as a shrine to his legacy. In 2017, it opened to the public as a museum, allowing fans to explore his world. The Hermes Birkin bag, launched in 1984, was born from a conversation between actress Jane Birkin and Jean-Louis Dumas, the brand's president. Birkin shared her frustration over the lack of a stylish and practical bag, and Dumas was inspired to create one that met her expectations. The white rhinoceros, one of 2 rhino species in Africa, is notable for its wide, square lip, a perfect adaptation for its herbivorous diet. This specialized lip allows it to scrape large quantities of grass, its primary food. Thanks to its robust build, it can feed efficiently in the savannas and grasslands where it lives. Ricardo Abad, a Spanish athlete, achieved an impressive record by running 607 consecutive marathons in 607 days between February 2010 and April 2011. This feat, which saw him travel more than 15,850 miles, tested both his physical endurance and mental fortitude. Each daily marathon, 26.2 miles long, represented a monumental challenge that made him an ultra-marathon legend. Hafthor Julius Björnsson, famous for his role as the Mountain in Game of Thrones, is also a weightlifting giant. Born in Iceland, this colossus was crowned World's Strongest Man in 2018 after an impressive feat. The Japanese macaque is famous for its incredible adaptation to cold climates, thanks to its thick fur that keeps it warm even in Japanese winters. Its tail, although short, is surprisingly flexible and allows it to manipulate objects with unique dexterity. Ellidaey Island, in the Westman Islands of Iceland, is famous for its lonely house built in the 1950s by a group of hunters. Used as a base for their expeditions, this cabin stands on an inaccessible and uninhabited island, giving it a mysterious air. Mosquito Bay, in Vieques, Puerto Rico, is famous for its impressive bioluminescence, where the waters glow a deep blue at night. This phenomenon is caused by dinoflagellates, marine microorganisms that emit light when agitated. Fauja Singh, known as the Turban Runner, began running at 89 after a life dedicated to agricultural work. At 100, he made history by becoming the first centenarian to complete a marathon, achieving an incredible time at the Toronto Marathon in 2011. Maple syrup, a natural sweet with a unique flavor, comes from the sap of the sugar maple tree. Its production, which involves collecting the sap and boiling it until a thick, golden liquid is obtained, is an ancient tradition. This delicious delicacy has become a symbol of Canadian and American culture. Japan is known for its rigorous work ethic, but it also has a rich tradition of unique festivals, such as the Kanamara Matsuri, or Phallus Festival. This event celebrates fertility and sexual health with colorful parades and enormous phallus statues decorated with flowers and ribbons. Hakarl, an Icelandic delicacy, is made from a Greenland shark that undergoes a fermentation process to neutralize its venom. After being buried and fermented, it is air-dried for months, resulting in a food with an intense flavor and a firm texture. Its strong odor can be a challenge, even for the bravest taster. Orson Welles, at 23, revolutionized cinema with Citizen Kane and made his mark on radio with his famous program, The War of the Worlds. By presenting the alien invasion as a newscast, he sparked massive panic, as many listeners believed the threat was real. In Nepal, the Dashain festival lasts 15 days and celebrates the victory of good over evil, with the goddess Durga defeating the demon Mahishasura. The festival begins with the Ghatastapana, a ceremony to invoke the goddess and plant barley seeds, which symbolize prosperity. During these days, houses are decorated, cleansed, and altars are erected in honor of Durga. The 1,300-year-old sunken city of Shicheng in China was intentionally submerged in 1959 to create a hydroelectric reservoir. The water, which covers it to a depth of 26 meters, helped preserve its structures and artifacts due to the lack of oxygen. Today, the site is known as the Chinese Atlantis, a fascinating remnant of a hidden past. The Vasa Museum in Stockholm, Sweden, houses the incredible Vasa warship, which sank in 1628 on its maiden voyage. After centuries underwater, it was recovered almost intact in 1961, becoming one of the world's most fascinating exhibits. The Tempeliaukio Church in Helsinki, Finland, is a stunning church carved out of solid rock, blending nature and human architecture. Designed by Timo and Tuomo Suomalainen, it was completed in 1969 and stands out for its simplicity and striking celestial dome. The Blue Lagoon in Iceland is an open-air geothermal paradise, surrounded by a surreal volcanic landscape. Its silica and mineral-rich waters are not only relaxing, but also known for their healing properties. The Puffing Billy steam train in Australia offers a unique experience traveling through the stunning Dandenong Ranges near Melbourne. Originally built in 1900 to transport lumber, the train has been painstakingly restored to take travelers through landscapes steeped in historical charm. The Yungas Highway, or the Road of Death, is one of the world's most feared routes, located in the mountains of Bolivia. Known for its narrow curves, precipitous drops, and a landscape that seems to defy gravity, it connects La Paz with the Yungas region. The CN Tower in Toronto, Canada, is a masterpiece of engineering that rises to 553 meters and was the tallest structure in the world from 1976 to 2007. Despite having lost its title, it remains one of Canada's most impressive attractions, offering panoramic views of the city. Yuzcar, a picturesque village in Malaga, rose to fame in 2011 when all its houses were painted blue to promote the movie The Smurfs. What began as a temporary advertising campaign turned into an unexpected tradition. Although initially planning to return to white, residents decided to vote in favor of blue, making the town the official Smurf village. Butterflies have a fascinating ability. They can taste with their feet. These sensory receptors allow them to detect the flavors of plants when they land on them, helping them choose the best ones to feed on and lay their eggs. This unique ability ensures they find the ideal places for their survival. In Hanoi, Vietnam, Train Street is famous for its incredible proximity to the railway tracks. Trains pass so close that homes and shops are just inches from the tracks. Visitors can experience the thrill of watching the train pass while sipping a coffee or shopping at local stalls. Check out this rare object in London, the London Stone, a symbol of the city since Roman times. Believed to be over 1,000 years old, its original purpose remains a mystery. This enigmatic object is located in a niche in a wall on Cannon Street. Over the centuries, it has been the subject of speculation and legend. Wondering about the strange color of salmon? Their orange-pink color comes from the pigments they obtain by consuming crustaceans, their main food source. This phenomenon is strikingly similar to that of flamingos, whose beautiful pink plumage is also the result of their carotenoid-rich diet. Thus, both flamingos and salmon show us how food can transform their appearance. Look at this unusual building. The Flatiron Building, located in New York City, is famous for its unmistakable triangular shape. It was one of the city's first skyscrapers and quickly became a symbol of Manhattan. In Spanish, it is known as the Ironing Building because of its iron-like shape. Its original name is the Fuller Building, but the Flatiron's nickname comes from its iron-like appearance. Natalie Portman is one of the smartest actresses, with an impressive IQ of 140. Not only has she excelled in acting, but she also graduated from Harvard with a degree in psychology and earned honors from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. His language skills are notable, as he speaks English, Hebrew, French, Spanish, and Japanese. And that's all, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe to never miss out on Zarpado content.